Just shows you don't have to have the most fancy looking building. It's all what you do with the space, because I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with this space when I started it, and it turned out looking so freaking good. Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah and welcome to another spooky season Halloween video in The Sims 4. And if you can't tell, it might just be a little bit alien themed. I've been thinking about doing an alien inspired build for a long time. So with that being said, it's speed build time, because today we're going to be building a residential home made for the planet Sixam. So here we are actually on the planet Sixam. Now, if you've never been here before, if you had no idea that this place exists, or you have no idea what Sixam even is, it is a hidden lot in The Sims 4. Early on in The Sims 4, they included these random lots that you could travel to that took a little bit of effort to get there. In Sixam, it definitely takes a bit of effort to get there, but it's a really cool place. It's actually an explorable lot. You can get collectibles on Sixam, like space stuff on Sixam, and it's an absolutely beautiful location. If you'd like to know how to get to Sixam, I made a whole video talking about the hidden lots of The Sims 4 and how to get there. I'll link that in the pinned comment down below, so check that out if you haven't already. But if you know how to get to Sixam, well, here we are, and we're going to be building in Sixam. Now, interestingly, you may notice that the build by icon is actually grayed out, because we've actually got to enable a couple of cheats in order to be able to build on this lot that is here. So firstly, we're going to open the cheat console. If you've not done this before, you're going to press Control, Shift and C all at the same time on your keyboard, and then this little white bar is going to come up in the top left corner of your screen. We're then going to type in testing cheats, all as one word, and then a space, and on is the last word. We're then going to press enter, and we should get this message to say testing cheats are enabled. Fantastic. So then after that, we're going to need to enter another cheat in order to be able to build on this lot. We're going to type in the letters B, so two B's, and then a dot after the two B's, and then all as one word, we're going to type enable free build. So it should look like this. We're going to press enter once again, and it should say free build mode enabled or something along those lines. So once those cheats have been entered, we can then press the escape key on our keyboard to get out of the cheat console, and we now should be able to see that our build by icon, we can now click on that and we can start building. So I wanted to create a very futuristic inspired build. I'm not the best at building, so it's a pretty basic shape of build, but I knew straight away that I wanted to have a rounded room be a big feature of this build. I also wanted it to be a 3-story build, a very tall building, and I wanted to have this rounded room be like the main attraction, the main curb appeal, if you will, for this building. So I had a plan for each different floor for this rounded building, and unfortunately I had to make some changes pretty early on, because rounded rooms, they're a little bit finicky at the best of times. For the bottom floor of this building, I really wanted to have a rounded pool, because we've got rounded pools now in The Sims 4 and I've never used a rounded pool, so I wanted to have a round pool in the round room on the bottom floor, but unfortunately you can't do that. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you can even have a pool in a rounded room. I don't know. So I had to change my plan straight away, because I really wanted to use this rounded pool. It meant that I had to make the rounded room that I had a little bit more square in order to accommodate that. It still looks really cool in the end result though. Like, what I wanted to achieve with this was definitely able to be achieved, and it does look absolutely amazing. So the bottom floor in this rounded room, I'm still going to call it a rounded room even though it is not a rounded room, is going to be a pool, and then the second floor, that rounded room, actually ends up, I kind of like void out the floor, so you're looking down over the pool from the second floor. It looks absolutely amazing. And then I do put something in the pool as well, you'll see that in just a moment, that reaches from the bottom floor up through to the second floor in that hole that was created in the second floor. It looks really, really cool. And then on the top floor in that rounded room ends up being like the main bedroom. So I know you're just seeing the tree that's gone in the pool right now. It looks really cool. It took a little bit of working out to get it spaced in centrally in the pool, but also because this palm tree leans, it looked really bad. It took a little bit of time to work it out. But anyway, the purpose of this build is to have like a home base to come to at Sixam. Like if you're going to be at Sixam for a while, you might not want to go back and forwards between your home lot and Sixam. So this is kind of just like a home base for you while you're here. It's got all of the comforts that you'll need. It's got a fully functional kitchen, a fully functional bathroom, a bedroom, a rec area. It's got multiple rec areas actually. And now I feel like I should mention the packs that I was using for this build, because you may notice that I have used one of the Journey to Batuu doors. Because this is an alien build, I wanted to use all of the tools at my disposal in regards to aliens and trying to make this as alien-esque or as futuristic, I guess, as I felt I could. So I did use Journey to Batuu. I did use a fair amount of it as well. Sorry about that, but it's just the way that it is. Now, you obviously do need Get to Work as well to even be able to go to Sixam. It is a requirement. You can't get to Sixam without Get to Work. So Get to Work is obviously used as well. And then I also do use the Strangerville pack for the outside wallpapers, the inside flooring. It had the perfect wallpapers and flooring that I wanted for this build, the perfect vibe, and a couple of decorational items as well from Strangerville. And then I did also use the Blooming Rooms kit, because I love the Blooming Rooms kit, and some of the plants that we had in that kit I felt worked really, really well for this build. So they are the 4 packs that I used, and the base game as well. So it is a somewhat limited pack build. I could have, I suppose, tried to make it only use Get to Work in the base game, but I really feel like this build deserved to have the alien elements that we had with Journey to Batuu and with Strangerville as well, and I promise you it is so worth it. Do not buy these packs just for this build if you haven't got them, but that's what I felt I needed to use, those packs, for this build. So at this point, I've started working out the floor plan a little bit, starting to lay out how the rooms are going to be. I've picked the wallpapers. That bed, by the way, in the master bedroom is not the bed that I used. I just wanted to show earlier we had some clipping issues with the top of the palm tree that's in the pool. It slightly clips through the floor in the bedroom, and so I covered the clipping of the branches of the tree with the bed, and I just wanted to show you that that's what I was doing. But I do choose a different bed, have no fear. So we've gone with white on the outside and then white on the inside as well, with a lot of black accents. It gives that beautiful futuristic look that I was going for this build. And then we do have a lot of accents of Journey to Batuu in the windows, those slatted windows. I don't know what to call them, but those windows that I've used, they were the exact perfect vibe. The issue with using Get to Work for a build like this is Get to Work encompasses more than just aliens. And so what we had in Get to Work for this kind of build, there just wasn't quite enough. And there also just wasn't quite enough in the base game, because the base game is all over the place, a bit higgledy-piggledy, but using packs like Journey to Batuu, which is all alien stuff, and like Strangerville, which is very into the something is kind of freaking weird. We've got strange plants, we've got all this strange stuff happening, Strangerville. Those packs really tied this build together, gave it the vibe that I was looking for, that I had been dreaming of. And let me just tell you, this entire build turned out way better than I was expecting, because all that I knew when I came into building this build is the rounded room thing. I didn't know what the rest of the build was going to look like. I had no inspiration for the rest of the build. All I knew is that I wanted to have this feature of the rounded rooms for the front. So considering I had no plan for the rest of the build, I think it turned out really nicely. I love this kitchen space. It's on the second floor. So on the second floor, we have the kitchen and a dining area. The top floor is where the bedroom is, which has this beautiful like panoramic view of the area. Sixam is one of those places where it doesn't matter where you are, it just looks beautiful everywhere. So having this panoramic view in the bedroom I felt was absolutely essential. And then on the bottom floor we have the bathroom. It's kind of problematic because the bathroom actually ends up being on the room on the other side of the pool, and you've got these big windows looking into the bathroom. have no fear, I do sort that out a little bit later on in the build. But we're back into this beautiful kitchen dining area. I've got so many different spaces for Sims to eat, for Sims to hang out, have a good time. It really feels like a common place for Sims to go, and maybe not even our Sims. Like, I've done a playtest of this. You don't need to do anything extra to be able to access this lot. I wasn't sure, because it's a residential lot, whether our Sim would be able to enter it. He could enter it just fine. I don't know if alien Sims are gonna enter it. I have no idea. I haven't playtested it that much. I just made sure that a normal Sim, if they're traveling to Sixam, could use it, and they definitely can. So I just feel like this would be a great place for aliens and Sims alike to hang out. Like I said, it's got a bit of everything. Up on the top floor, we've got a more recreational area. We've got a TV spot. It ends up being a computer up there. We've got a bar up there. So it's definitely a hangout area. And that's what I meant when I said that I wanted this place to be a place where you could have all of your needs sorted so that you won't need to go home while you're on Sixam. If you're trying to collect all of the things, I know that collecting things, you can be a bit backwards and forwards in collecting things, but if you need to collect things from Sixam, you could stay here in this base for as long as you need. Seriously, it's got a kitchen, it's got a bed, it's got a bathroom, it's got all the fun you could need. It's even got like a chess table, so gaining skills, you could do that here too. And I think it just looks really cool. Like, I personally am not a confident builder, but I absolutely love decorating in The Sims 4, and this one was interesting for me in the decorating vibe because it's slightly out of my comfort zone. I don't feel like it's super futuristic, but it definitely fits like an alien vibe, and I am not used to following a theme such as alien. I am used to building more modern builds, and this definitely has a similar vibe to a modern build, but it's very like alien as well, in my honest opinion. And that was something that I was a little bit uncomfortable with, but I still had so much fun with it. Once I got the kitchen furnished, that's when I was like, oh yeah, I've got this, and I was having so much fun with this build. I almost didn't want it to end. I just wanted to keep going, and I was like, what little things can I include in this build to make it feel a little bit more alien? So like I said, we did use a lot of the Journey to Batuu furniture. They have a lot of great decor in there, the Star Wars themed decor. Like, there's like a baby Yoda that I include on the shelving in just a moment. Some of the pictures, I'm about to use these like flags, these tattered flags on this section of wall right here that look really good. They're probably all Star Wars, like, I don't know, like First Order Resistance themed, and I've probably mixed some First Order and Resistance on the wall there, but I don't care because those tattered flags, they look so good, and so does a lot of the decor. Fits in perfectly with this build. It's like, I would never normally use the Journey to Batuu stuff in a normal build. Would never. Absolutely perfect for this kind of build. Here I am doing the shelving now. We've got Baby Yoda on the bottom of the shelf. We've got a Jedi thing statuette there. A lot of the Journey to Batuu stuff just came in really nicely for the decorating as well. In the downstairs, I know we haven't seen a lot of downstairs, but I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with the downstairs area at this point, whereas I knew what I was doing with the upper floors. But I do end up using a lot of the decor stuff from Journey to Batuu in the downstairs area. A lot of things like storage crates and things like that, because it almost felt like if you've got people that are constantly coming into this build, they're constantly coming to stay here, they've offloaded some of the stuff that they brought with them. The plants that I got to use in this build was really cool as well. Some of the strange plants, like this bathtub that has all the cacti in it, I never used that, but it was perfect for this build. Absolutely perfect. And I had so much fun finding those odd things, those unusual things that normally don't have a place, which is why I wanted to make this build to begin with, because I would never normally use it. And then we've got other things that I would use, things like the couch that I've just placed in the lobby. That's a base game couch, and it's a very modern couch, but it fits in with this vibe, this futuristic vibe. Stuff that I wasn't expecting. It's all so much fun. So you will have seen that on the top floor where our rec area is with the TV next to the bedroom, I had this sectioned off space upstairs, and I had some like enclosures, I suppose, for like aliens and like plants and creatures and all that sort of stuff. And I had that sectioned off, and I almost thought it was going to be like a restricted zone. But then I changed my mind on that, because back then I didn't realize all of the stuff that I had at my disposal from Journey to Batuu, and I didn't realize that I could actually fill the space. So in order to still have some of that like alien creature vibe, I've got a couple of those like cabinet case things that you would put creatures in as you walk into the door. It's a little bit imposing, the bottom floor when you walk in, because there's just like this creature stuff and it's all very white and it looks very sterile and it could be a little bit spooky. But when I eventually put in the storage decor, like the crates and all of that, that's when it becomes fun. I haven't spoken much about the bathroom. Here I am sorting out the solution though of the windows overlooking the pool, because like the privacy issue of going to the toilet or using the shower and you're looking over at the pool and people can see right through those windows, I did put some blinds in the bathroom just to sort that out. Now here I am in the pool area with our beautiful red water that I love. This is when I decided to make the pool not be accessible, because I wanted to have these plants around the pool, but it looked really bad with the doorway, because in order to have the pool be accessible for other Sims, you'd need a place for them to walk in and to also jump in the pool, and it just looked really bad with the plants that I had. And especially once I did the second floor, the observatory area looking down over the pool, once I did the plants in there and got them all sorted and I was looking at it from a distance going, it looks so good, except for this glaringly obvious patch where the door is on the first floor. That's what made me change my mind about having the pool be accessible for your Sims. So I'm really sorry, your Sims can't swim in this gorgeous red pool, but it's an alien world, so maybe they wouldn't want to be swimming in this red pool anyway. You just don't know what dangers you could find in a pool like that. So with that being said, we're getting very close to the end of this build, doing the landscaping now. You're seeing this portal here. This is the portal that actually takes your Sims to and from Sixam, so you need to have this portal be accessible. So I stuck it in the corner here with some plants around it. I have play tested it and it is functional, so no worries about that. And then looking at the landscaping, I definitely wanted to include some of the odd trees that you'll find. The trees that are like have the pink leaves that you've already seen here, I wanted to use them. They are originally what inspired me to do this build to begin with, so yes, I had to use them. But then some of the other topiary trees, like the lollipop trees, I wanted to use them as well because they're a little bit freaky and it's like, when else am I gonna use them? So I did. And then I also wanted to use some cacti because we have some cacti in plants that are inside the house, and I felt like the cacti could kind of fit in here. So we use a lot of cacti around surrounding the door. It's like the cacti as well as the succulents that then surrounds the house. It's such simple landscaping because I'm really not good at landscaping, just like I'm not really good at building. So this whole entire build is super simple. It's very simple in its landscaping, but it's all of the decorating, which I feel like I'm a little bit better at decorating, that really ties it all together. And it just shows you don't have to have the most fancy looking building. It's all what you do with the space, because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this space when I started it, and it turned out looking so freaking good. And with that being said, you guys, that is the end of the speed build. So now we're going to jump into The Sims 4. I'm going to take you on a quick tour because there's a couple of changes that I made. I did add a couple of extra things that you haven't seen yet. So let's jump into The Sims 4. Hey! Did you know that 74% of you watching right now have not subscribed to my YouTube channel? If you'd like to see some fun Sims 4 build videos, some fun Sims 4 creator sim videos, some Sims 4 gameplay, and a sprinkle of drama here and there, hit the subscribe button down below and join my wonderful little community. But with that being said, let's get back into the video. Alright you guys, this is my alien base build. Well, it's not an alien base, it's just like a place you can stay on Sixam, all finished from the front. This vibe is exactly what I wanted, except for the fact that my room isn't a circular room, but what can you do? This vibe though, like I said, it's such simple landscaping, it's really quite a simple shape, but I just think it looks so freaking cool. Let's go inside and take a look though. So when you walk through the door, this is what you see. You can see the stairs tucked away in the corner there that lead upwards. We do have this little seating area over here. Like I said, it almost feels kind of like a lobby, like there's somewhere to sit. We've got some magazines to read if you would like. And then we've got a lot of storage stuff over here. And this is what I meant when I said it almost feels like people who have come through here have just offloaded their stuff because they're staying here for their time on Sixam. And then we do have the pool room here, which we cannot unfortunately go into. It is purely for the look, and I think it looks pretty freaking sick. Like looking up at the tree through to the second floor, I think it looks awesome. With that being said, I've just remembered that I haven't done the ceilings. I think I'm going to put this floor from Strangerville on the ceilings as well. I think that will look pretty sick. So through this door on the bottom floor is where we have the bathroom. So you walk into the bathroom, you can see straight through to what used to be a functional bathtub. Now it's a planter. That's my story that I'm sticking with. And then we've got this basin over here, this sink over here with this mirror. And then I did hide the shower behind this wall here so that there's a tiny little bit more privacy, and the same with the toilet, except you could still see the toilet from the pool, but it's fine. There's curtains in here, there's these blinds, you can shut the blinds, it's all good. Your Sims don't care about that kind of stuff. But heading up to the second floor, so this is what we see at the top of the stairs. This is our eating area, our beautiful little dining room with some Journey to Batuu decor stuff. And then we swing around and we can see the tree clipping in and out. It's because I'm in tab mode. The tree will always be there in live mode. It's just flickering in and out because I'm in tab mode. See how it's there again? It's fine. It looks really cool. But then we've got the kitchen over here, and I really, really like this space with this blooming rooms kit plant in behind the glass there. I think it looks sick. The chest table there, and then there's kitchen and dining. I think it fits in quite nicely. And then tucked back over in this corner where we came up the stairs, we've got stairs that head up to the top floor. So let's go upstairs. So this is what you see at the top of these stairs. We've got a sabak table. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. I've never seen Star Wars, but this is the games table that came with Journey to Batuu. So perfect fitting for the rec area. The computer over here, I've got a debug print on the wall of Sixam. That's where we are right now. It's freaking perfect. So this is our little rec area with the TV, some couches and a bookshelf over here. And then we've got the bar. I included a little Strangerville strange plant because why not? And then we've got some more prints from debug on the wall over here. These prints are the prints that you get by looking through the massive observatory, and they are a collectible in and of themselves, so super nice for our little bar area, I think. And then through this door we've got the bedroom, so we're going to come in and there's my beautiful display case, and I definitely think we need black on the ceiling as well, so I need to remember to do that. But we've got this beautiful walled off area because I wanted the bedroom to have a little bit of privacy. There's not a lot because, like I said, we've got these like panoramic windows over the other side, but I felt it was a little bit more private to not walk in and be able to immediately see the bed. So we've got this little decor shelf with some plants, we've got a dresser with the star mirror over there, and then we've got another little seating area with another bookshelf. And then around this side, have a freaking look at your view from your bed. Seriously? That is your view from your bed sleeping here. Can you see why I had to do that? Because it's absolutely stunning. Like I said, no matter where you are in Sixam, there's just always a beautiful view. And then this is the actual bed space itself over here. We've got this little like galaxy light, which I've actually sized up because I wanted that to be a feature. It's super cute. And we've got this bed that looks the most futuristic. You can see a leaf of the tree sticking through the floor. Please ignore it. I've positioned everything in the best way that I can to have it not be super crazy clipping, but also be looking good where the bed is placed and everything as well. I really like this space. It's very simple on this side because I really wanted the feature of this bedroom to be the view that you are seeing. With that being said, you guys, if you would like to download this alien residential lot for yourself, it will be on the gallery. My gallery ID is sezrawrr, the exact same way it's spelled here, and you will find it under Sixam Alien Holiday Home. I didn't know what to call it, so I called it a holiday home because you probably couldn't live here for, oh, I don't know, maybe you could. I have no idea, but I called it a holiday home because it is supposed to be a home away from home. So that's what I've called it. As you can see, the 4 packs that I mentioned, Get to Work, Journey to Batuu, Strangerville, and the Blooming Rooms kit are the packs that I used. It is a residential lot, and from what I know, in order to place this on Sixam, you'll need to enter the cheats that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the testing cheats, and then enable free build in order to be able to place this lot on Sixam to begin with. It is a functional lot, it's a functional home, and the portal to and from Sixam is functional, so it will be on the gallery right now if you would like to download it. With that being said, you guys, that's all I've got for this video of creating an alien holiday home away from home build on the planet Sixam in The Sims 4. I had so much fun with this one, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this build come to life. If you'd like to see more of me and any more spooky season videos or just normal Sims videos that I've got coming your way, hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of every time that I upload. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below and leave me a comment as well. Leave me the alien head emoji in the comments down below to let me know that you got this far in the video, you enjoyed this alien themed build, and you would like to see me do, maybe I'll do a build for all of the hidden lots. If I can, maybe I'll do this again in the future, so let me know if you'd like to see that. But guys, I hope you're having the greatest day ever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!